Hello, my fellow members of Boston Sports Nation. Welcome to another edition of the Royal Rooters podcast. This is episode, I believe we are on 31 or 32, the February the 4th of 2026 episode. I'm your host, Tom O'Shea. Wasn't able to watch on the Celtics Rockets game or Bruins or Panthers game because we were out of town today. We also got some news, too. The Red Sox signed somebody. Yep. A second baseman. And then Drake Maye looks like he's back to fully practicing. So basically he's good now, yeah. Or basically he's back to a full participation practice. I can't talk. Participation. God damn. All right. And Gonzaga is losing to fucking Portland. What the fuck is this all about? All right. All right, let's get into the game. All right. So the Celtics played against another trade went in. The NBA. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Wow. Shit. Breaking news. Kristaps Porzingis is now going to the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, for Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield. Huh. That is strange for a former Boston Celtic to wow, he was in Atlanta for a bit. Anyway, so yeah, Celtics basically pretty much not too much to really go over here. Just another beatdown, this time in old Houston. So they take care of business. No Jaylen Brown, no problem. No Sam Hauser, no problem. Just illness and injury. So Peyton Pritchard and Derek White picked up the business. Still no Vucevic in this game because still hasn't made his debut yet for the Celtics. But yeah, for the most part, didn't really need them tonight. Celtics take care of business. They complete the 2-game Texas road trip, and they'll head back home on Friday night to face the Miami Heat. All right, so 114-93 is your final score. All right, so both Derek White had 28 points, and Peyton Pritchard, or P. Rabbit, he had 27 points. Did I say 28 points for Derek White? Yeah, I said, all right, yeah. I mean to say that. And then your two rebound leaders were Anitas Keita and Baylor Shireman. Keita had 19, and then Shireman had 10. And then rebounds, it was both Derek White and Peyton Pritchard who led with 8 assists and 7 assists. White had 8, and then Derek White had 7. All right, steals. It was actually tied between Luka Garza and Anitas Keita with 2. All right. Your two block leaders, though, Anitas Keita with 5, and then Josh Minot. All right, so is this his first game back with the Celtics? All right, welcome back. All right, he gets a block in this one. All right, so 39 of 90 from field goal land. So, I mean, 43.3. 1951 from three-pointers. Ugh. All right, 37.3. So it looks like Derek White was kind of on fire in this one. He led in a three-pointer, 6 out of 14, 42.9%. And then, as I said, Peyton Pritchard had 5 of 10, 50%. Good. 7 out of 20 in free throws, so 85%. Good. 13 turnovers and 18 personal fouls. Still didn't really gear too much. It looked like, especially in the second half, it looked like they were just cruising at this point. They were just blowing the Houston Rockets out, and former Celtics coach Ime Udoka. So, yeah, the guy that Joe Mazzulla took over for after Udoka got kicked out. Yeah, for being naughty. Yep. All right, but anyway, so pretty good win. Can't really go too much over. As I said, no Jaylen Brown, and Vucevic has made his debut yet for the Celtics. But I mean, at this point, just give him a break. Didn't really need him tonight. And right now, we are still tied with the New York Knicks now for the second seed in the Eastern Conference right now. So both have 33 and 18 record. Knicks are just rolling back into this after they kind of just dipped a bit. So if there was a NBA Cup curse, it's probably now over now. So yeah, each straight win for them now. Really hot right now. Oof. Yeah. All right. And just when you thought they were dead, they decided to come back from the grave. Shit. All right. Yeah. So yeah. So Friday. Well, since we're not probably going to record an episode tomorrow because there's probably not going to be, barring if there is no other news like another Celtics trade or anything like that. Nothing really has happened since the Vucevic trade, but yeah. Well, Porzingis got traded over to the Warriors, so him and Al Horford can team back up again. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we'll just wait. You know what? They do play again until on Friday. So, but we won't go too much in the depth just yet over that. All right. What we will talk about now is the Bruins and Panthers game. So one more game before the Olympics, and for the most part, Bruins did try to fight back. They were down 4-2 after two periods, but then rallied off two goals, took it in overtime, couldn't get it done, and then sadly in the shootout couldn't get it done. Lost that 2-1, and they lost the game, ending kind of like the first half of the season, and basically going into the intermission, the Winter Olympic intermission, with a 5-4 defeat and shootout. Yeah, shutout. Anyway, all right. First period. So Florida gets on the board first. The defending champs score first on a Iswu Starson goal. I hope I pronounced that name right, but whatever. I mean, fuck this team. All right. They take up the lead take the lead 1-0. 4 minutes and 22 seconds in the first period. But then 3 minutes or so later, Michael Isamat gets a goal for the Bruins. Tied up 1-1, his 7th goal of the season, assisted by Mr. Alex Steves and Hampus Lindholm. All right. Yeah. Hold on. I want to do something real quick. All right. Sorry for a long pause. Yeah. Locked. Or so. All right. Anyway, all right. Back to the game. So yeah, it's tied up 7 minutes and 18 seconds into the first period, and then Isamat gets another goal, his second of the game and 8th of the season, make it 2-1 Bruins at this point. On an assist by Mr. Myrota Kuznetsov and Alex Panek or Andrew Panecki. 14th for Kuznetsov and 8th for Panek or Peak. Andrew Peak, yeah. 8th. Yeah. So that ends. So 2-1 is your lead at the end of the first period. Then the second period, Florida retakes the lead and then, or basically just goes on a tear in this one. Pretty much nothing but Florida in this one. Yusuf Blankanisk on a power play goal ties it up 2-2 with literally 0 seconds into the period. And then Matthew Tkachuk. That name I know. All right, another power play goal. We keep getting power play goals. This is nothing but power play goals in this game, in this period. Yeah. A lot of penalty minutes. Wow. All right. So it is 3-2 Florida after that goal, 2 minutes and 47 seconds. And then Anton Wendell gets another power play goal for Florida. 4-2 Panthers. 18 minutes and 33 seconds into the period. Well, literally close to second intermission. Third period comes, and then Bruins make the little bit of the rally, the tie it up. Started by a Mark Kaslik goal, his 9th of the season. 4-3 is the lead for Florida. 1 goal deficit. Charlie McAvoy with assist, his 35th of the season. And Hampus Lindholm, his 15th of the season and 2nd of the game. 7 minutes and 52 seconds into the period. And then Casey Mittelstadt ties it up on a power play goal, his 12th of the season. 4-4 is the score, 10 minutes and 30 seconds into the period. And an assist by Mr. David Pastrnak, his 49th of the season, and a Morgan Geekie, his 22nd of the season. All right. So, all right, and then we go into shootout, and then literally former Boston Bruin and King Rat Brad Marchand basically hits the shootout winner 5-4. That is where your final score would stand. Man, the former Bruin hearts. What is this? Oh. All right. And he basically gets a star of the game. Well, Misanok gets a star of the game too. 2 goals and 2 points on that. Stats. All right, so we did win the shots on goal game, 29-26. Good. That doesn't really do too much in the outcome of the game, but still, okay, that's kind of nice that we let that stand. Power plays, though, we lost that one. The Florida was 2 of 3, 67 or 66.7%. And we were 1 of 7, man, 14.3%. Ugh. Oh, the penalty minutes, I mean, all right, we didn't lead in this one. Huh. All right. Panthers led this one, 25-17. All right. Okay. All right. That gives comfort. Yeah. Kind of a pretty bad West Coast or a Florida road trip for us. Where the Celtics swept in the Texas road trip, the Bruins got swept in the Florida road trip. Ugh. And this kind of just ends the season for the most part until the 26th, or puts it on pause. Yeah. Because, the next time, as I said, when the Bruins do play again, it will be on the 26th of February, when the Winter Olympics is over. And that will be against the Columbus Blue Jackets at home. But we won't jump into that just yet. We'll wait until the 26th or close to the 26th. 25th is probably when we'll say something about it yet. All right. But yeah, what a dumb way to end that game. Yeah. Yeah, another shootout loss again. What? Yeah, so 2 straight OT losses. Right now we are 69 points. Still that 8th wild card or 2nd wild card. Or, 8th seed in the Eastern Conference, 2nd wild card. We are 32, 20, and 5, so 32 wins, 20 losses, and 5 overtime losses. And we're literally a point behind Buffalo right now. What world is the Buffalo Sabres? Are they good? Doesn't make sense. All right. Right now, the Atlantic Division, it is still your Tampa Bay Lightning. I believe they are, no, it's the Colorado Avalanche. They're the best team in the NHL right now. Not the Lightning. But they are the best team in the Eastern Conference right now. Yeah. 3rd best in the NHL right now. All right. So anything else? Nothing for that game-wise. But we did get some news about another Red Sox move. What the... Oh, my Lord. Why? What? No. Looks like they're going to get upset. What the hell, Gonzaga? Oh, lovely. It's 71-58. Ugh. Yeah, that game might be over, unfortunately. All right. Anyway, so it looks like the Red Sox did sign somebody. Wasn't a bat, but it was an infielder. Maybe help us defensively, because we've not been good on defensive work, fielding, and stuff like that. But the signing might help us. It's on a 1-year deal, and he is kind of familiar. It is a Mr. Isaiah Kinefalefa. Yeah. He has, or IKF. Yeah. So he is joining us from the Toronto Blue Jays, and he will sign a 1-year deal. So, I mean, it's just kind of a surprising move. I didn't really expect this to happen. I thought when I first saw that, I thought, that's interesting. But then I kind of think about it. All right, the bat's not really good. Fielding, okay, that's probably maybe why we brought him in. Maybe be that second baseman. I still think they're going to have to go out and get another offensive boost, like a bat. And only that, have somebody at third. I still think the Isaac Paredes trade is probably going to happen. Because, we cannot go into this upcoming spring training, which, by the way, in a few weeks, pitchers and catchers do report. Some of them are kind of still down, or now down there. I think Crochet's down there, Willier's down there, and I think Marcelo Meyer, maybe? I think. So, so they're already down in Fort Myers already. Heck, I'm about to say, Meyer and Willier don't have to show up. Marcelo and Willier don't have to show up, but I mean, Crochet probably still has to show up pretty soon. I mean, everybody else got to wait a few. We really are getting that close. I see a ton of signings happening right now, tonight. Yeah, like literally 3 signings happened, and they were just all on 1-year deal. Framer Valdez did sign with the Tigers. I'm not really sure that was a 1-year deal. I'm pretty sure that was more than a 1-year deal. But yeah, he's going to the Tigers. Yeah, Miguel Andujar signed with the Padres on a 1-year deal. Here we are. Okay, so it's a 3-year deal to the Detroit. All right. Poster that rotation. Yeah. So anyway, so this is kind of a surprising move. I mean, wasn't really kind of expecting that to show up. But yeah. All right. So anything else? Drake Maye looks like he has returned to full participation at practice. So that is a good sign. So nice. All right. So I mean, we'll see in Sunday how that works. But for the most part, that is kind of a good sign that he is back to practicing full participation and stuff like that, because the soldier industry was kind of maybe starting to get a little bit of a concern. But yeah. Nothing else. I mean, that's it for the show. Probably won't record tomorrow unless there is no more breaking news, like maybe Red Sox related, Bruins related, another trade, Celtics related, Patriots related. We don't know, but until then, we're probably not going to record an episode. We'll probably return on Friday night to probably recap Celtics and Heat, which, by the way, we should talk about that game. All right. So, Celtics play on Friday night against the Miami Heat at home in Boston at the Garden. That will be a 6:30 start, 7:30 Eastern time, whatever time zone you live in. You know what to do. Just look up what time it is in your time zone and tune in. Yeah. So final thoughts. Went up to Chicago today. Was originally going to go by train, but then last night they messaged me as an Amtrak saying like, your train has been canceled because of service disruption, but we are getting you an alternative transport. We basically went by bus, which was better than nothing. It's better than nothing. I mean, we eventually went up there, Chicago. The bad news was we were going up there to watch Celtic versus Aberdeen around 10 o'clock or so in the morning, my time, but like literally 4 o'clock in Scotland. We get a notification, or I did see this on Instagram, like one of the fan site or pages that I follow for us Celtic, posted that Aberdeen were checking the field or the pitch for poor conditions. And they're going to try to do it literally around 4 p.m., a few hours before match time or a kickoff. Then this happened around 10 o'clock or 4 o'clock in Scotland. 15 or so minutes later, breaking news. Game's called off. Yes. I literally found that literally between Juliet and Summit. I thought, motherfucker. Ugh. You mean I made a trip all the way up here only to find out the game's called? And not only that, another bad thing too. Rangers also played today. Their game went by, and they won 5-1 comfortably against Kilmarnock, which are now in relegation territory. Yeah, in the Scottish Premier League or the Scottish Premier League. Yeah, they are not doing so well right now. I thought they would help us out, but that's just my dumb optimism. Anyway, yeah. So now that puts Rangers now in second place, literally 3 points now behind of Hearts, who basically dropped points in the loss to St. Murder. That was a waste opportunity there. And not only that, I really felt like, man, I kind of thought, you know what, Aberdeen could have done better to make sure that pitch didn't get bad. I wonder if there was some collusion or some foul play or something to the point like, oh, let's try to not tamper this tonight. Or try to put a cover or something like that to the point like I think what happened, they got some rain or so or the last night or so, or Tuesday night or so, and they thought, oh, let's not put a tarp on, guys. Or something, or just something to make sure that this pitch just stays in good condition before match day or kickoff on match day. Besides, nah, don't cover. But anyway, we get out to Chicago. I thought, you know what, I'll just go to the embassy instead. I'll just get lunch and stuff like that. So I just basically sat by myself, had a Guinness, and a Bavarian soft pretzel, which is good. It was good. Delicious. Then took a bus back home because both my trains to and from Chicago were postponed. So apparently here in Illinois or in the Midwest, we had like basically Antarctic conditions the last few weeks, and that kind of screwed up some of the trains to the point where like, yeah, we had to call your train off because of yeah. So yeah. But yeah, it happens. That just came out of nowhere, especially last night or Tuesday night. I get a call from them thinking, what is going on? Thinking, now what do I do? Do I still go up? They acted like, yeah, you didn't have to do anything else. We just got this all taken care of for you. It's all taken care of. You don't have to do anything else. Just show your old train ticket, and then, yeah, they'll get you figured out. Yeah. So it eventually happened. Yeah. It was kind of dumb, though, that match got postponed. Well, Saturday for the Scottish Cup against Dundee. Hopefully they can get a win on that. Yeah, show off our new loanee signings that we got because our board is cheap and won't sign an actual play. We were about to sign one dude. Then apparently found out that he had a failed medical, so they had to redo it to now loan now, which is an option to buy. So we can buy his contract eventually if we want to think about it. Yeah. God damn. All right. Hopefully we can get a win on Saturday. But anyway. All right, I'll talk your ear off too long, and it's getting late. I want to get to bed. Got work in the morning. I got to return to work. All right. We'll see you guys on Friday night, potentially, if nothing else happens on tomorrow. All right. Banyana.